Hey friends, I'm Andy. How you doing? Good to see you. Breathe it in. Today I'm reviewing Oxygen Bank. Oxygen Bank positions themselves as a bank for freelancers and entrepreneurs. They do this with some really great features, including a few really unique features that you'll definitely be interested to hear more about, like 7% cash back at certain retailers. If you want more detail than that, then stick around for the rest of the video because I'll dive into what makes Oxygen unique, what the pros and cons are, and whether you should consider banking with them or not. And if while watching you get some useful info out of this video, then please click the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. I cover all things money and would love it if you stuck around. Okay, on to the review. Oxygen Bank was founded in 2018 and has participated in Y Combinator's accelerator program and has raised $2.3 million in its seed round of investments. It was started because the founder saw a need for better banking for freelancers. More specifically, he found no easy way to get a loan or line of credit as a freelancer at the time. He said that he tried taking out a loan from Lending Club and they couldn't verify his income and asked for 10 pages of documentation because he was a freelancer. So he started Oxygen to fix that problem. They are a newer bank, but they are FDIC insured up to $250,000 on your account, so you do not have to worry about your money. Oxygen offers two core services. They have a personal account for freelancers who want to be treated as individuals and sole proprietors. They also offer a business account if you want to be treated as a business. They even have a service to help you get your LLC and business name. Now you can certainly get your LLC on your own, but it's pretty convenient to be able to do that and open up a business bank account at the same time. Oxygen primarily offers a checking account and Visa debit card. I think it's a pretty cool looking card for whatever that's worth. And they pair that with some really great cashback offers. More on that in a minute. The checking account is pretty standard these days with no fees. That's no monthly fees, no overdraft fees, no overdraft fees, no minimum balance fees, no ACH bank transfer fees, and no foreign transaction fees. Gotta love those fees. The debit card can be used for free at 30,000 MoneyPass ATMs. If you ever deal in cash, they have partnered with 90,000 locations to deposit cash. These places include Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and other green dot locations. This is a great feature that makes Oxygen stand out versus a lot of online banks that have zero options for cash deposits. A really cool and super unique feature is the virtual cards feature. They let you create virtual debit cards to be used wherever you want. You can create a one-time use card to use at an online retailer you've never used before, for example, or you can create merchant-locked cards and have a virtual card that is just used for one merchant. This is cool for categorization, safety, and the ability to mask your physical card details. I think this is a really interesting and cool feature that is worth a look into. On the topic of safety, nope. Don't do that. On the topic of safety, their app allows you to instantly lock and unlock cards easily in the app, along with sending you alerts about any unusual activity. Very convenient versus having to panic call customer service. Speaking of their app, it's a really nice one. It's easy to use and it looks great. It's well reviewed in the app stores, so people seem to really like it. It has a great overview page and all the expected features of a modern banking app. Like their entire site, the app has a really great aesthetic. That might not really matter to some people, but I think it makes a big difference when you use it daily. Whenever you have expenses with receipts, you can use the app to take a photo of the receipt and Oxygen will try to automatically categorize the receipt for you. This is a really handy feature if you're someone who's going to physical locations to spend money on expenses and you end up with lots of paper receipts to deal with. One of the most talked about features of Oxygen is their cashback program, which offers up to 7% at retailers like Walmart, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, etc. However, before you get too excited, there are a few caveats with this one. Their cashback offers have a limit and they have an availability cycle. For example, you can get 7% cash back on purchases at Whole Foods, but you can only earn up to $7 cash back. The offer is available once every day. That translates to spending $100 at Whole Foods per day before you cannot earn any additional cash back from them. So if your spending at a certain retailer is within the limits and you don't mind the availability, then they have great cashback incentives. Another great one is 5% cashback on gas up to $10, which is available every 5 days. Now that probably fits with a lot of people's normal gas spending habits. They have built this for people who do a fair amount of spending for their business and as a primary account incentive. Whereas some accounts will have an interest rate, Oxygen just offers the cash back deals. So if you had, let's say, $5,000 in a bank that offers 0.5% APY, you would earn $25 in interest per year. However, if you maximize the rewards through Oxygen, you could earn that same $25 or more back in just a week. Now, obviously, the account with the interest rate is passively earning the money, and Oxygen requires you to actively spend money to get rewards, so I would not recommend spending just to earn rewards. I would recommend considering Oxygen if you'd be making those purchases, no matter which account you're using. Then you are making money. Take a look at their full cashback offerings and decide if they are a fit for your lifestyle or not. If they are, then this could be a powerful card, but if they don't, then there are plenty of other great banking options out there. Another big feature of Oxygen is their offering of a line of credit. They let you connect all your other financial accounts to your Oxygen account. When you do this, they can see what your financial situation is and then based on that offer you a line of credit that they think is appropriate. This can be really helpful because it's often hard for freelancers to get easy access to a line of credit. This type of thing can be useful for freelancers or sole proprietors who make products and take orders. Sometimes you find yourself taking a very large order and you don't quite have all the capital to buy what you need to make and fulfill the order. This is where a line of credit can be helpful. However, as with all debt, I recommend being very cautious and only using it if you really need to. When you utilize a line of credit with Oxygen, you'll be paying a flat monthly fee to use it. This could be great use for larger credit amounts or not so great for only small amounts. So if having an available line of credit is something you are looking for, then Oxygen could be a great fit for you. Okay, let's talk downsides. Oxygen does not offer an interest rate on their accounts. Since they have such great cashback rates across a bunch of retailers, they've decided not to offer interest on their accounts. So a bummer if you hold quite a bit of money in the account and don't fully utilize the cashback features of the card. Since they are an online-only bank, there is no physical location to walk into to talk to somebody. You can only contact their customer support. This is very standard for fintech and online-only banks, but it still might be a downside and deal breaker for some people and situations. One last notable downside is that some people have complained that their ACH transfers can be very slow, sometimes taking 4 business days or more. If you plan accordingly, this might not be a problem, but freelancing can be unpredictable, so it is something to keep in mind. So with all that said, do I recommend Oxygen Bank? Well, sure, but only for specific people. I think Oxygen Bank can be a great fit if you are self-employed, a freelancer, a gig worker, a 1099 worker, or just have a side project that earns a little money. They have built their entire experience around these niches, and they seem to be very dedicated to continuing to build a product that serves them well. If you don't fit into the categories Oxygen has been designed for, or you need a more robust banking solution for yourself or small business, then I think there are lots of other great options out there that will maybe serve you a bit better. If you do sign up for Oxygen Bank, then use the link in the description to get $25 when you open the account and start using it. You can also refer other people and get an additional $25 for each person you refer. If you found this review and info helpful, then please like the video and subscribe for more money-related content on my channel. It really helps out a ton. Also, follow me on Twitter. I've started posting additional content over there, and I would love it if you gave me a follow and said hello. Otherwise, I will see you in the next video.